Check it, this is a bit of a longer video to answer a simple question, but I'm either going to help you properly understand why your lettuce is bitter, or I'm not going to help you at all. There's no in between. There are 5 ways lettuce goes bitter and ways that you can prevent that from happening. 1. It could be the variety of lettuce that you are planting. There are hundreds of varieties of lettuce, if not thousands, that come in different colors and shapes. And the problem many of us gardeners have is when we are selecting which lettuce we want to grow those that have the most popping colors, the fanciest leaves, and we don't often think of the flavor because with different varieties you get slightly different flavors. And in my experience, iceberg lettuce is the least bitter lettuce. 2. The more mature the plant gets, the more bitter it becomes. As the plant gets older, the plant's energy stops going into the production of new leaves and starts producing a thicker and longer stem and eventually a flower bud that will contain the seeds for the next generation of lettuce. When this happens, the leaves lose its watery crispy freshness and the leaves turn bitter and leathery. So you want to harvest your lettuce while they are still young plants. 3. Poor soil quality. If your soil is not fertile, it will produce lettuce that is bitter. You can fix this by incorporating compost and or fertilizer into your soil before you plant your lettuce. Side note, all of these conditions don't just apply to lettuce but many leafy greens. For example, I had rocket that was growing in the gaps of my paving, and as you can imagine, the soil in the gaps of the paving isn't very fertile, and the rocket was also going to seed. So even though the rocket was growing so beautifully, it tasted terrible. Fortunately for me, bad tasting veg doesn't go to waste in my house. Number 4 and 5 follow the same theme, and that is stress. Stress causes your lettuce to go bitter. 4. Inconsistent watering. If you let the soil of your lettuce plant dry, the plant will wilt. The plant will recover when you water again, but because it went through that stress, it will cause the leaves to taste bitter. 5. Extreme heat. Even if you are consistent with the watering, if the sun is blasting, those leaves might still wilt. To avoid this, in the summertime when the temperatures are consistently hot, then consider planting your lettuce in a shady area. And in winter, you can plant them in full sun. Also, the best time of the day to harvest to get the best tasting lettuce is in the morning when the temperatures are cool.